We begin today with More Than Banking, sponsored by CapEd Credit Union. You know, CapEd Credit Union finds it important to support education and families in our community. So they are working with the downtown Boise Y to provide important services to families across the valley. So here to tell us more is Todd Christensen from CapEd Credit Union and David Duro from Treasure Valley YMCA. Great to have both of you here. This is a project that I know so many families are very excited about. But first, though, you know, what is the vision for the Downtown Y?
The vision of the Downtown Y is to create this partner-rich ecosystem that really creates an environment where people, all people, can learn, grow, and thrive, and really enjoy life and live it at a whole different level.
I love that, at a whole different level. It's so true. I'm a big fan of the YMCA. My family basically lives there, just to let you know.
Yes.
But it's true. It's not only an opportunity to practice really healthy living habits, but also it creates a community. It creates an educational environment for your children as well. There are just so many things that go into a YMCA. Todd, CapEd Credit Union is very invested in education. To
very
me,
invested in our community as well.
Yes, exactly. And I can see this perfect match.
You know, Dave
with
uses the
YMCA.
words this partnership ecosystem.
Yes.
And CapEd and the Y has a paralleled growth throughout our history, starting in the late 1890s, us in the early 1930s, and being able to grow together and support our community. And as we sat down with the Y and became more aware of the vision for the project of the Y as well as everything that's around it, it became an obvious opportunity for us as CapEd to continue our mission and vision of giving back to our community in a healthy and an intentional way.
I love that. And it's going to be, like you had mentioned, everything around the Downtown Y as well, kind of the epicenter.
Correct.
For families, right? There's just so much goodness that's going to kind of grow around it and out of it as well. So what are some of the other components of this project, and how will it support the community as well?
You know, Melissa, if you think about every critical community need that we're facing today, this project and what surrounds it will address each one of those needs. So it's really great. We'll have housing, both affordable, workforce, and market rate housing, up to 600 to 800 units right there. We'll have childcare. We'll have the Y and a medical partner, so we'll address physical and mental health. We'll have education, a higher ed partner, and also our great partnership with CapEd. I mean, we can really help people learn how to take control of their finances, you know, and don't we all need that, right? Regardless of our income level, we can all be better at that. And then we'll progress into even evidence-based health intervention programs that attack the symptoms of Parkinson's and Alzheimer's and cancer recovery and stroke recovery. And so really, if you look over the whole span, there's something there for everyone. And really strengthen the threads of community.
And you know what I'm hearing that's kind of like the connecting thread, if you will, between all this? It's about wellness.
About wellness, exactly.
Wellness all around, you know, a family wellness, strong relationships, physical wellness, mental wellness, financial wellness. Yes.
Exactly, that it all comes together. That, you know, from the CapEd perspective, that financial piece is critically important. If you're struggling financially, regardless of your income level, we often make the statement, it's not how much you make, it's what you do with what you make.
Absolutely.
And how do you focus on that from a budget standpoint? Or we like to call it a spending plan, because people like budget. I don't want to talk about budget, but I like to talk about my spending plan. And that's this part of this partnership. There's a lot to talk about as it relates to everything that's available, that is coming. You know, we are going to lose the old Downtown Y that's going to go across the street, but then there's other things that are coming in inside of our capital city, where the Y was started and where it will continue to flourish and go into this next century of legacy.
Yes, I love that. And you'd mentioned legacy, you know, and I know it's going to be a little hard to say goodbye to the older Downtown Y building. However, in my mind, it's kind of like we planted a seed, right?
Yep.
It's the seed that has now allowed this new prosperity to grow and this new opportunity for the community down there, which is just so thrilling, truly it is. And I'm so excited to hear that CapEd is helping this seed flourish, if you will, too, into something that's just going to be so healthy for our community.
We talk in this segment here about it's more than banking, it's making a difference. And this is a key way that we've looked at of how do we engage in our community, continue to partner. I really like this statement of this ecosystem of partners,
Yeah.
and being able to have strategic partners together. And for us, it is more than banking, it's making a difference. We invite all to join us for our financial services, and the more that we have that partnership, the more we can do inside of our community so that that entire ecosystem is successful.
Wonderful. And Todd, if people want to learn more about CapEd, where do they go?
We always welcome them to stop into any one of our 11 branches between here in the Treasure Valley or the Magic Valley, or if they're on their phones, they can hit us at capedcu.com. Or give us a call if they want to. We have that broad service because we do want to be that financial partner for individuals, organization, and businesses.
Wonderful. And gentlemen, this is only the tip of the iceberg.
Yes.
There's so much to talk about when it comes to the development of the downtown YMCA and everything that's going around it. So I know we'll be chatting a little bit more here on Idaho Today, so everyone make sure you stick around for that. That is yet to come. All right, we also have more Idaho Today coming up right after the break, so we'll see you in just a moment.